Hila.
Hey Leo, what's up?
I'm good, excited to be here. My first podcast though.
Yeah, same here. Very, very exciting.
Okay, how would you like to start?
Let's try that. I will introduce you, you will introduce me, and we'll take it from there.
So I know that you are a true innovation expert. You share your knowledge by teaching courses at Lahav and at Sapir College. I know that you are very dedicated to work and to innovation, and you are also very dedicated to your family and your 4 children. And same as me, you are part of the Global Innovation Unit at the CTO at ICL.
Great. So what do I know about you? Well, I know you're a chemical engineer, that you have a master's in chemical engineering, that you are a true expert on AI, and that you lead over, I think, 100 projects in ICL that are AI related, and that they go in everywhere, like in operations, in R&D, wherever AI is needed, you are the person, you're the go-to person, which is really amazing. And you have 2 children. You just now learned chess, and your wife is also from ICL.
Yeah.
Now, we're here to talk about innovation, right? We're both dealing with innovation in ICL. That's what we do, right? And there are some myths about organizational innovation that I think it's a great opportunity for us, in this conversation, just to shatter them and show how things can be done different. So we talked about the myths. What's the first one that comes to your mind?
Maybe the first one and the most common one is that innovation happens only in startups. And let's start to debunk this one.
Okay, so it's really interesting because when we look at the history of innovation, it can be divided into 4 eras, okay? At the beginning of 1900s, innovation was associated with the person behind it. So we know that there's the Wright brothers airplane, right? And there's the Gutenberg printing machine, okay? So it was associated with the person. And then with time, innovation became associated with the organizations that it was happening in it, okay? So we know DuPont and we know Procter & Gamble. We know the big companies, right? And then a while passed, and a lot of people inside these big organizations felt that they don't have the freedom, to be creative and to push whatever projects of their interest and pursue their personalities better, or their entrepreneurship spirit, okay? And then at the beginning of the 2000s, we saw a lot of people leaving big organizations and opening up startups, okay? And this was a startup era, and we thought this is it. Innovation is going to come now from the startups, okay? But what we found out, things happen so fast, and most startups that have just started did not get the traction fast enough to become economically or financially valid, and most of them did not succeed, okay? And this brings us to the 4th era, what we experience today, which big organizations understand. We don't want to push these really talented people outside. We want them in. So if we give them the tools, the culture, the backup to be entrepreneurial inside the organization, it's a win-win situation for everybody. And now it's the biggest time in which we see entrepreneurship happening inside organizations like never before. It's amazing. And in ICL, I think it's such a big example for that.
Yeah. I also think that it is much more simple to innovate in large organizations today, where you have the financial backup and you also have the state-of-art technology for implementation and executing the projects. So in addition, ICL has patience for mistakes, because we understand that in order to succeed, sometimes you have to fail.
Yeah, totally. And if I'm looking what happened in the last, I think, 4 years since the biggest started, so we have over 7,000 ideas and a ratio of 1 to 3, sort of, in conversion into projects, which means the quality of ideas is pretty good. So, and these ideas come from everywhere. So we really did cultivate an entrepreneurial spirit in the employees, which is amazing.
Hila, I think it is a good opportunity to mention that we teamed up together recently to establish the Gold Hunt Journey, the Reactor program in ICL. And maybe we'll present this program in more details in our podcast.
Oh, we must, of course we will. Yeah. Okay, so that was myth number 1 that we shattered, right? So innovation does happen ICL is 100 years old, right? And the amount of innovation going on here is just amazing. So check on that. We shadowed that innovation can happen in incubant, mature companies.
For sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What other myths do we have?
So I think that the second one is that innovation is always related to technology, high-tech technology, and is always very expensive, that you have to get big budget in order to promote it. Let's discuss this one. Innovation comes in many shapes and sizes, and many innovative ideas, exciting ideas in optimizing business models or optimizing our processes. These kinds of ideas usually does not require high budget and contribute a lot to the organization. One example I can think of is a change that we carried in the hot lead plant at the Dead Sea Works. We just added a short pipe in order to heat up the solution in around 1.5 centigrade, and this change alone contribute $6 million annually.
What?
Just a small change, such a big contribution to ICL.
So it's clearly that when we are talking innovation, we're not talking about just the really tech-savvy, super risky, super expensive ideas out there, right? Mm-hmm. So I think we have half of our ideas are optimization related, mm-hmm. and the overall contribution, the OI contribution to the company is just amazing. So, and I also believe that a lot of small projects accumulate into very big impact. Mm-hmm. Okay, and if you go only for the risky ones and the big innovations, of course, they're important. They're part of the innovation portfolio. You must have them, but you need to spread it. Like there's a lot of value coming from the incremental, making things better kind of innovation. And what else I like about this kind of innovation is that everybody can take part of it. Because when you go only to the really tech-savvy and really risky ones, it's just a small amount of people who can really relate to that or, will bring that to fruition. But when you talk about how to make things better, everybody can take a part of that. And that is what drives cultural change, when everybody feels that they can contribute and make an impact.
Mm-hmm. I think that also if we look outside of ICL and we look on companies such as Walt or WeWork or FreeFit, they do have their application, but they are not based on technology, and they really need to have a good idea and to progress with it in order to achieve their goal. So let's continue to the next myth, that innovation belongs to the lone wolf, to unique individuals. So Hila, I think that if this one is true, we are lucky that our entire organization is made up of unique individuals.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, our organization is full of unique individuals, mm-hmm. but what is really exciting or empowering or inspiring is that all these unique individuals have now, with time, the realization about how important it is to collaborate and how collaboration makes ideas even better is really more pronounced now. Okay? When we just started the program, it was in 2000. We had most of the ideas coming up from one person, maybe a small team of people within their business unit, or mm-hmm. more than that, within their domain. If you're an R&D person, you collaborate with R&D people. Okay, and gradually throughout the years, what we see today is that more and more ideas are not only wider in collaboration inside the business unit. We have more and more ideas that are in collaboration between two business units and more. Okay, so this year what we have seen is a rise of 80% of ideas that are in collaboration when we compare it to 2022. Okay, mm-hmm. which is really amazing.
It is amazing. I remember when I was as a big champion, the potash division innovation manager.
Yeah,
we had only a small amount of ideas that were collaborated with other business units, and now what you are saying is amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Mm-hmm. And also, we have this quarterly competition of best ideas, most innovative big ideas, and mm-hmm. best managed big projects, etc. And also the nominees coming to these competition and the winners are, when I looked at it, I think all of them are in collaboration. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the strength of not being a lone wolf anymore, but really breaking the silos of, who owns the knowledge, or understanding what collaboration and having diverse perspectives collaborate in an idea and how it makes an idea better, I think that's more and more pronounced, and it is affecting the quality of ideas immensely. It's amazing.
As part of the Reactor program that we also lead together, so we now established 4 labs. And this is a new concept in ICL of professional groups that are really here to be at the forefront of technology and to also to inspire other people. And part of what they do is to offer professional ideation workshops for the employees in order to ideate and to generate really game-changing ideas. So we established the Biomimicry lab, the Future Thinking lab, the Inventive Thinking lab, and the Artificial Intelligence lab. Each one of the labs contains people from all business units.
Wow.
Maybe I will give just one example, the Artificial Intelligence lab, where we have people from all business units, from the head units, and also from the CTO and the IT. Specifically in this lab, we use AI tools, AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and others, and also text and data mining tools that we have developed over the last years in order to generate new ideas, to develop the concept of the ideas, to develop the business models, and also to take them into product, or POC at least. This is a new concept and very exciting one in ICL.
Yeah, I think that one of the biggest changes is to have a mindset change of knowledge is power, moving into sharing knowledge is power. One last thing, Lou Platt, which was HP's CEO, he said once that if HP knew what HP knows, they would be 3 times more successful. And I think that now ICL knows what ICL knows, which is amazing.
Okay, so the 4th myth is that innovation is spontaneous and random and happen in a eureka moment.
Couldn't be further than the truth than that. Okay, sure, the initial idea has to spark, but more often than not, we see that ideas that are developed and implemented, they have been evolving into something much different than what they started with. Okay, so the eureka moment is just the beginning. And about the spontaneous, innovation, like anything else in an organization, needs to be managed. Okay, so it has to have steps, structures, roles, responsibilities, KPIs, and we have everything put into place here with a big program in ICL. It's a very tight managed process, and we couldn't have gotten to the results that we have if we haven't treated it like any other business process in the organization.
Yeah, in addition to that, we have the comprehensive programs to support all kinds of innovations. So we have the Lighthouse program to support optimizations projects, and we have the Reactor program that we now established to support new business models and new products. So ICL is a really huge ship, and in order to navigate it to another direction and to start innovate in such a big organization, you have to have a structured process and to have all the supporting units to help you promote this project as fast as you can. One example is the Citizen Data Scientist course that we established a few years ago, and we have already trained 100 engineers on machine learning basics and more in this course, because each one of the engineers in this course carries a machine learning project as part of his training, which is, in my opinion, really amazing.
It is. And this brings me to really starting to wrap this up, okay? Because when we're looking about performance of innovation in organizations, so most organizations only look, at the outputs. What did we get out of it? How many ideas? How many projects? How much money, etc. And it's really, really important to also look at the inputs. What did you put into the process in order to get these results? And what you're saying now about the data scientist course, and also we're doing additional trainings in innovation management. We're doing the ILP program with Tel Aviv University, with the Lahav Institute there.
This one is an amazing program.
Okay, so really I feel that ICL is investing a lot in the inputs in order to get those outputs. It's not by, it's not by chance, because everybody is focused on, we understand the potential in investing in these processes, and it's just amazing. It was also recognized by Harvard, and they're just as we speak, we are going to get a Harvard business case on the big process, on the big innovation process. It's very powerful.
Yeah, this one is exceptional. Maybe to sum it up, I would say that first of all, innovation is exciting, and it is fun that we are part of the innovation in ICL. Innovation is about making dreams come true, and everybody can be part of the innovation if you manage it right and if you have structured processes for it.
Yeah, I would say that innovation is exciting. I agree with you, and that we all need to dare. And I believe we're all little pirates inside. And this gold hunt that we have prepared for this year, planned for this year, let's just go for the gold. I know we have it in us, and we can unleash that potential like that.
I couldn't agree more. Hila, it was exciting. It was fun being here with you today. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise. It was amazing.